She just wanna work and pay her bills. Fuck up on a man who keep it real.
That's right.
She just want a girl to know the deal.
They do.
She just told her boss just how she feel.
Fuck you.
She just hit the club up on a Thursday.
Twerk, twerk,
Told the
twerk.
bartender I ain't feeling thirsty. Took a couple shots just like it's her birthday. Hit the tree up just like it was Earth Day.
What's good, y'all, and welcome back to another amazing episode of We Don't Sip Tea, We Drink Wine. Now, I'm your girl, Miss JLH, and I have another dope-ass review episode for you today. Today, I will be reviewing the show Grownish. Now, I am a 34-year-old woman, and this is technically a teen sitcom, but y'all, I just love it. Now, there's two things here. Two things here. I don't know if I love it because it's a part of the Blackish universe, and I did love Blackish. I love seeing the Johnson kids on there. So even though Yara Shahidi is not a great actress, I just love her face. And I just kind of want to watch anything she does. So I don't know. I don't know what that's about. But also, here's the other thing. I kind of like teen dramas from time to time. And I really did love them as a kid. So I was like really into Dawson's Creek. I really loved 90210. I loved Melrose Place. You know, I love those shows. But then watching them as an adult is like really tough because it's like watching kids kiss and make out is so weird. It's like, stop that. Y'all know y'all should not be doing it. Where are your parents? So, I don't know. Y'all can watch it. You cannot watch it. I don't really care. But I do love this show. I'm going to be real with y'all. I really do. So let's get to it. Grownish came out in 2018. It is a teen sitcom. It's 5 seasons long. You can stream it on Hulu, but it does come on the channel Freeform. It is only rated 84% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I think that's actually a really fair rating, to be honest. Let's get through the synopsis. So the Johnson family's eldest daughter is taking her first steps into the real world as she heads off to college. Grownish explores the first trappings of adulthood, and Zoey must navigate through the trials and tribulations of these momentous steps. Zoey discovers that once she leaves the nest, things do not always go her way. The series features that in-between place where you're not quite an adult, but facing grown world problems for the first time. I agree. Listen, this show is such a vibe because at the end of the day, I think you do need a show that shows the in-between. I would have loved that. You know, you had shows back in the day where it showed teenagers in high school. And even now you have shows that show teenagers in high school. But showing teenagers in college and them living a college life and just trying to figure it out, talking about the ills of college. I mean, in the very first season, they talked about, you know, the struggle for student loans. They talked about how student athletes struggle. They talked about finding your own purpose while you're in college and figuring out who you want to be and what you want to do. They talk politics. They talk everything in this show. And I think it's super relatable on all levels. They get down to religious values for each individual person. They deal with athletes dealing with peer pressure, the pressure to be great, the pressure to succeed. I mean, it just talks about so much. What I do love is this show perfectly casted people, and it didn't make it look like it was a diversity force. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, y'all have to hire different races or you won't be able to get on the show. No. And that's how well this cast is and works together. Because like I said, Yara Shahidi is not really the greatest actress ever. But the fact that they picked so many good people around her, it really did make her even look better. So you have Emily Arlook as Nomi, Jordan Buhat as Vivek, Luca Sabat, who, loved me some Luca. He played Luca Hall. You have Haley and Chloe Bailey on there. They played Sky and Jazz Forster. They were gems and jewels of the show. They really shined. So I definitely hope to see them in more acting roles. Trevor Jackson, he played Aaron Jackson. I did not know their last names were the same. That's so crazy. But Trevor Jackson's actually an artist in real life. I do like his music. If you haven't heard it, please check it out. Very R&B. Francia Reza is Anna Torres, really good. Also, Diggy Simmons plays Doug, and I love seeing Diggy Simmons in this role and him shining. They also was able to bring in a lot of new characters with this new season. So a lot of the old characters are not there anymore because they did end up graduating, but they pop in from time to time, which I do love that. To keep the old cast there and familiar faces, but then for you to use new faces. So like Marcus Scribner, who plays Andre, or Junior from Blackish, is now on season 5 with a whole new cast and you know, all these new people. So I really love it. It will be back for a 6th season, y'all. So make sure you stay tuned, because I thought it was just so genius for them to put Junior in there now. I think Marcus Scribner is a really good actor. I love how he just flourishes and shines in this role as a main character and not staying in the shadows of his family, especially his sister. I love that he really did make the show his own. Like at first it was Yara's show, now it's Marcus's show. Period. Like, he's a gem and a jewel. He's taken over. He looks phenomenal. He's just shining. And even if you don't like the rest of the cast, you love him. So he makes the rest of the cast like, oh my God, I want to tune in. I want to see how they all interact together. And they're not bad. Like again, it was another one of those things where, I don't know. No, this time this cast kind of felt like a forced diversity hire. But it also works. It does work. It does work. I love how they tried to keep it. You know what I'm saying? The storylines are still good. I think it's very much Gen Z. And maybe that's why I watch it. To keep in the know with what the kids is doing and what they going through. I don't know. But if you are a parent, check it out with your kid. You feel me? Your teenager. It's a teen sitcom. This could be something that y'all watch together. Maybe something y'all like, and you can talk about things. I mean, they talked about the peer pressures of sex. They talk about the peer pressures of just joining fraternities and things like that this season. Junior does try to get into a fraternity, but there's things that he has to do in order to join. You know, you could talk to your kid about that as well. There's a lot of discussions and conversations that you could have surrounding the episodes in these shows. So I don't know, take the time out, watch it for yourself, see if it's something that you like, maybe check it out with your teen or young adult, and y'all can have a conversation about it. I think that would be really cool. All right, y'all, this is long, but I really do love Grownish. 10 out of 10. Check it out if you can or if you want to. And I'm out. Peace.